Good morning students. In last class we were discussing about exercise 3.2. See here we solved up to 1 to 5. We will 1 to 4 we have solved. We will continue the fifth problem. See here in figure if AB is parallel to CD and what are they given? Angle APQ they are given 50 degree and angle PRD they are given 127 degree. Find the value of x and y. See here students, when they have given these two lines are parallel, okay, we will observe it. Solution. See here students, they have given AB is parallel to CD, okay, these two lines are parallel. Now see here students, think here they have given, we will consider PR. PR is acting as a transversal for the lines AB and CD. Here they have given the full angle, okay, here this full angle will be 50 degree plus 1, yes or no, and this they have given 127 degree, okay. Now see here these two lines are parallel and here transversal is there. Now tell me which these two angles are. These two angles are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are equal. Very good. Alternate interior angles are equal. So what we can write here is angle APR is equal to angle PRD. Okay, alternate interior angles. Yes, alternate interior angles. So angle APR is what? 50 degree plus y is equal to PRD is 127 degree. With the help of this, say these two angles are equal. With the help of this, we will find out what is y here. Y is equal to 127 degree minus 50 degree. It will be, see here, 127 degree minus 50 degree. 7 minus 0 is 7. 12 minus 5 is 7. Yes, it will be 77 degree. Okay. Now we come to know the value of y, that is 77 degree. They are told to find the value of y. Now see here we have to find out the value of x also. Okay, we have to find out the value of x also. Now observe here clearly. Here AB is one line and CD is one more line. These two lines are parallel. And now we will take here PQ as a transversal. Okay. Now this angle they have given 50 degree and this they have given x. Now tell me, these two lines are parallel and this line is acting as a transversal. Okay. And if two lines are parallel and a line intersect two lines at different point, then these are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are equal. So what we can tell here? Also angle APQ is equal to PQD. PQD is equal to 50 degree. 50 degree. What is the reason? Again, alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. That is x is equal to 50 degree. Okay, we will see in sixth problem. Now see students, sixth question. In figure, PQ and RS are two mirrors. Okay, here PQ and RS are two mirrors. So placed parallel to each other. An incident ray AB. See here PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. Here the incident ray AB strike PQ at B. Okay, here ray AB is the incident ray, strikes PQ at B. Okay, the reflected ray moves along the path BC. Okay, and strike RS at C. And the reflected, once more I will tell here incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at B, and the reflected ray moves along the path BC and strike RS at C. Okay, and reflects back along CD, and it will reflect along CD. We have to prove that here AB, these two lines are parallel. We have to prove here these two lines are parallel. Okay, see solution. We will draw the diagram once again, figure once again. Okay, see here AB, CD are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. Okay, see here PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. The ray AB is the incident ray strike PQ at B. The reflected ray moves along the path BC, strike RS at C, and the reflected ray moves back. So now we will see the solution. So we'll draw the figure once again. Here PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. Okay, these are the two mirrors placed parallel to each other. The incident ray strike PQ at B, and the reflected ray moves along the path BC. Okay, strike RS at C, and the reflected ray moves back along CD. We have to prove here AB is parallel to CD. Now see here, draw BM perpendicular to, we will draw here BM perpendicular to PQ. We will draw BM perpendicular to PQ, and CN perpendicular to RS. Okay, as PQ is parallel to RS, therefore see here, PQ is parallel to RS, therefore we can tell that BM is parallel to CN. See here, we have drawn BM perpendicular to PQ and CN perpendicular to RS, and PQ and RS are parallel. Definitely BM and CN will going to be a parallel here. Okay, thus BM and CN are two parallel lines, and see here, now BM and CN are two parallel lines, and BC and a transversal BC cuts them at B and C respectively. Now see here student, here PQ is parallel to RS. We knew that PQ is parallel to RS. PQ is parallel to RS, and we have drawn BM perpendicular to PQ and CN perpendicular to RS. Okay, if these two are parallel lines and we have drawn perpendiculars, definitely these two lines will going to be parallel. Okay, now see here BM and CN are two parallel lines, and this line is acting as a transversal. Okay, once more I'll tell, BM and CN are two parallel lines, and this will act as a transversal. Now see here, we will give here angle 1 and this as angle 2. Here angle 3 and this will be angle 4. We'll give the name angle 1, angle 2, and this is angle 3, angle 4. Now see here BM and CN are two parallel lines, and this is acting as a transversal. Now see the theorem, which theorem we have to apply here. If two lines are parallel and a transversal intersect two lines at a distinct point, it is somewhat like this. Okay, in Z shape. Which angle these two are? Alternate interior angle. Yes or no? Alternate interior angles are what, students? Alternate interior angles are equal. Yes or no? We can tell that, therefore angle 2 is equal to angle 3. What is the reason? Alternate interior angles. Okay, now you know the laws. Okay, laws of reflection. Here the incident ray and the reflected ray, the angles of incident ray and the reflected ray, here it will going to be equal. Okay, however angle 1 is equal to angle 2. In incident ray and reflected ray, the angle will going to be equal, and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4 by laws of reflection. By laws of reflection, that is the incident ray and the reflected ray will going to be equal. Now see, angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Here angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Definitely what we can tell? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Here say angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Therefore what we can tell? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 is equal to angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Okay. So also see here, angle 1 plus angle 2, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Okay, what is angle 1 plus angle 2? That is angle ABC. Angle ABC is equal to angle BCD. Now see, these two lines are here. These two lines are there, and this is a transversal. If these two angles are equal mean definitely these two are parallel lines. However, these are alternate interior angles. Therefore, what we can tell? AB is parallel to CD. So, that's complete exercise 3.2. Next we will see angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, angle sum property of a triangle. We will see the theorem. The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We will prove here the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. See here, we will consider here one triangle PQR. Okay, we will name here this as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. Okay, say given consider a triangle PQR. Consider a triangle PQR. Now see here, to prove, what we have to prove here? We have to prove here the sum. See here students, what we have to prove here? We have to prove here angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. That is angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Now see here, we will do here construction. Say draw a line XY. Okay, we will draw a line here XY parallel to side QR of the given triangle. What we will do here? We will draw a line XY parallel to QR of a given triangle. Okay, through point P and passing through point P. Say they are given a triangle one triangle they are given PQR, or we have considered a triangle PQR. We have to prove here the sum of the angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, given is consider a triangle PQR. What we have to prove here? Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. What we have done the construction? Draw a line XY parallel to side QR of a triangle PQR passing through point P. Okay, now see a proof. We will see now proof. Since XPY, okay, since XPY is a straight line. Here XPY is a straight line, okay, and QP and RP are the rays standing on XY. We know that if a ray stands on a straight line, then the sum of the this angle will going to be 180 degree. I will name here as 4 and here 5. Okay, we know that if in a straight line, if ray stands means the sum of the whole angle will going to be 180 degree. Since here XPY is a straight line, okay, and here rays QP and RP, ray QP RP are standing on this line, that is XY. So what we can tell here? See here, this is angle 4, we are given angle 1, now see here, since XPY is a straight line, okay, and in this straight line PQ and PR are standing on this line, okay. If PQ and PR are standing on this line means definitely the full angle will going to be 180 degree. So therefore what we can tell? Angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? Linear pair. The reason is linear pair. Call this as equation number 1. Okay, say this is a straight line and the rays and PQ and PR are standing on this line, means the sum of this full angle will going to be 180 degree, that is angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. So next we will see here, so again see here XY and QR are two parallel lines. Yes, XY and QR are two parallel lines. I will draw separately. XY, QR are two parallel lines. Okay, and here QP is one transversal. Yes. Here QP is a transversal. So what we can tell about angle 4 and angle 2? If these two lines are parallel and here transversal is there, means the alternate interior angles are equal. That is angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Yes or no? See here these two lines are parallel and this is a transversal. If this is a transversal means here alternate interior angles are equal. Since XY parallel to QR and PQ is a transversal, then what we can tell? Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Similarly see here, XY and QR are two parallel lines and here PR is acting as a what? This is a transversal. So what we can tell about angle 3 and angle 5? Here XY and QR are two parallel lines and this is acting as a transversal, means these two angles are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are what? Alternate interior angles are equal. So again we will write here So again xy parallel to QR and PR is a transversal. PR is a transversal. Then angle 3 is equal to angle 5. What is the reason? Alternate interior angles. Okay, here also same thing. Alternate interior angles. Now see here, substituting these values in equation 1, what we will get? Substituting these values in equation 1. Okay, substituting angle 2 is equal to, or we can write angle 4 is equal to angle 2 and angle 5 is equal to angle 3 in 1. Now say where angle 4 is there, substitute 2. Angle 2 plus, in place of angle 1, angle 1, in place of angle 5, angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. So what this implies? This implies angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. What we can tell? Therefore, the sum of angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Now we will see one more theorem. Now see in the next theorem we will see, if a side of a triangle is produced, then the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. So for this we will consider one triangle PQR is a triangle. Okay, what they tell? If a side of a triangle is produced, we will produce these side of a triangle that is QR, we will produced. Okay, and we will write here as S. Okay, then the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angle. We will give here name. This is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. See they have given here PQR is one triangle. Okay, if a side of a triangle is produced, then the exterior angle, this exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angle. So we will write here, given, what they are given? Given a triangle PQR is a triangle. Okay, QR is produced. QR is produced to point S. QR is produced to point S where angle PRS is exterior angle of triangle PQR. See student, only this much they have given. PQR is one triangle, QR is produced to point S, okay, where PRS is an exterior angle of a triangle PQR. What we have to prove here? We have to prove here exterior angle is equal to sum of interior, means inside, interior opposite angle, that is angle 1 plus angle 2. We have to prove this. Okay, now we will see the proof. Now see here, for line QS, Say for a line QS. Now see here, this is a line and PR stands on QS. So what we can tell? Angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. Angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? Linear pair. Yes or no? Equation number 1. Now see here, in triangle PQR, for triangle PQR, we know that the sum of the interior angle of a triangle is 180 degree. That is, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. What we can write here? Angle sum property. Angle sum property of a triangle. Call this as equation number 2 and this as equation number 1. Okay. See, in equation 1 and 2 right sides are same. We can equate the LHS. Yes or no? We can equate the LHS from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, if RHS are same, we can equate the LHS. That is, angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. Angle 3 will get cancelled. This implies angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Now say this only we want to prove, no? The same thing we have proved here. Okay? Exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angle. Only what we have done? For line QS, here PR is a ray standing on QS. We are used here linear pair, right? We got equation 1. For triangle PQR, we have used the angle sum property and we have got equation number 2. From equation 1 and 2, we got exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angle. Hence, proved. Okay. In next class, we are going to see the problems based on this. Okay. See you in your next class. Thank you.